1975, a crack commando was sent to prison by a military court for a crime he didn't commit. This man promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade straight to the Raider underground. Today, still wanted by the government, he survives as a soldier of Raider fortune. If you have a problem, if you're lucky enough to find him, proceed with caution. Be prepared. He's known to bring the fire.
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and it's a Black Friday special. That's right, Terry, it's Friday. We all made it. Made it through a whole week. Except for some of you that got that crazy shift and you got to work through the weekend, and I'm just sorry about that. But for me, my weekend's over. It's Father's Day weekend. I'm going to go out and throw some plastic Sunday, and it's going to be a glorious day. Going to go hit a new disc golf course with my son and the family. Should be a good time. So hope the rest of you enjoy your Father's Day weekend as I am going to. So, it's a Black Friday. It's been a long week. We did have a little Raider excitement this week. Minicamp was this week. It was nice to see silver and black on the football field. It's always nice to see silver and black on the football field, especially in June. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. Can't properly get Raider reaction started here. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Hold on. Now we can properly get started. Now we can probably get this show started. Alright, so, you know, it's always a good week when there's silver and black on a football field. Unfortunately, silver and black has left the football field, so we're going to have to wait a little longer. Khalil Mack insists there is no off time, and he's going to stay hitting the gym and training and being ready for this season. So they all say, "What's up, Raider V?" So they all say that there's going to be no off time, and we're going to keep in straight roll in there. So. You know, there was a lot of positive things came out of, minicamp. Number one positive that came out of minicamp? Anybody? Anybody? What's the number one positive that came out of minicamp? No major injuries. That's the number one positive that came out of minicamp. No major injuries. Number one positive that came out of minicamp. We had active guys out there going full speed for 3 days, and we came away with maybe one guy minorly banged up, Feliciano. So, oh, by the way, I want to, for a special Black Friday, I thought I'd have a special guest in the studio with me tonight in our Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. This is my oldest son, my middle child, Craven. Also a diehard Raiders fan like his dad. And he's going to kick it with us. Say hi to the Raider Nation.
Hello, Raider Nation.
So he's going to kick it with us here on a little Black Friday special. So we got the Commish and Craven. So if you got any questions for Craven, throw it up here, man. He knows his Raider stuff. And, ask him who his favorite player is. Who's your favorite player on the Raiders right now?
Michael Crabtree.
See, I was surprised by this. When I asked him a while back, I was surprised by his answer. I thought for sure it would be Derek Carr or Khalil Mack. And he got the Mack jerseys, got the Carr jerseys, got Cooper jerseys. And then he comes out with Crabtree's his favorite player. And of course he doesn't have a Crabtree jersey, so what does that mean? What's I got to get him now? I got to get him a Crabtree jersey. So, yeah. So, got a sidekick for tonight's show. Summer vacation. So, see? Commish Jr. I told him. That's hilarious, Brian. I told him, I'm going to come on and I'm going to name you Commish Jr. And he's like, I'm not going to be the Commish Jr. And that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Who's your favorite older player from the Raiders?
That retired?
Yeah, that's retired. Who's your favorite retired player?
Probably Woodson.
Charles Woodson. He got to see Woodson. That was, how old are you? 8?
I'm pretty sure since he retired 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
he was 8. It was his 8th birthday present. I bought him front row tickets, and we flew out to the Coliseum, and he got to see Charles Woodson in his final season.
Against the Vikings.
Against the Vikings. It was the game Cordarrelle Patterson returned it right in front of us and shook the ball in our face, and it's the profile picture on the Raider Reaction page is the Fox Sports caught it when he brought it over and was shaking the ball in front of me and Craven. Not a good memory for your first game. Not a good memory, but he was salty. Then the next 2 games he's been able to see. They've both been victories, so 2-1, 2-1 in his game seen. Not bad for 10. Not bad for a 10-year-old. So I forgot what I was talking about now. I got totally completely off track. So there was a subject that I wanted to touch on, that I touched on at the end of the show last night. Before I get into my little festivities that I have planned for this evening, because you'd be surprised. I get people that send me messages, and I know it's crazy, isn't it, V? Return of fortune. You know, one day I'm yelling at him when he's shoving it in our face, and now I'm gonna have to cheer for him. Ain't that the way it is in football, man? Ain't that the way it is in football? Thanks for sharing. Everybody that shares, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing. But I want to get into a subject that I touched on last night at the end of the show. And I wanted to touch on it at the beginning of the show. And it's your thoughts. I'm curious as to what everybody else's thoughts are on the lawsuit that's being brought against Mark Davis, the Oakland Raiders, over the colors, the logo. Do you dislike the Patriots?
Yes, very much.
Yes, very much, Raider Mike. We do not like the Cheatriots in this house. Do not like them at all.
Nope.
I gotta get him a chair. But, yes, I agree, Jimbo. For future shows, he will have a chair. We gotta get him one a little higher so he can sit up here. But it's alright. It puts him about head level with me right now.
I don't mind standing.
He doesn't mind standing, so, This isn't like that old Seinfeld episode where he, we gotta get him a chair because we gotta feel sorry because he's standing. Don't go all Costanza on me now. But, we got Khalil Mack, got awards this week, mini camps this week, and then, like I said, the number one thing coming out of mini camp, no major injuries. A little black and blue for Feliciano, but it sounds like basically they just held him out for precautionary measures so that he make sure he's 100% healthy by the start of training camp. So that one wasn't even that big of an issue really either. So pretty much we came out healthy out of minicamp. So it was a solid week for the Silver and Black, and we're going into Father's Day weekend with no worries and smooth seas upon the Raider Ocean right now. And that's a good thing going into holiday weekend. So Conley, he got a little dinged up in day 2. He got a little dinged up in day 2, and I think it was just a precautionary thing. There's just no reason to risk it. I think that's all it was, Jimbo, so I don't think there was anything that big of a deal of that. He just got a little banged up. That's why I said there was nothing but some minor bumps and bruises. Most of the guys that got held out, a lot of the starters didn't even play that much in the third day of minicamp. It was mostly the seconds and thirds. So the fact that a lot of those guys didn't get a lot of reps isn't that big of a deal. Anybody that had a little bump or a bruise, they didn't get any action. There's no reason to risk anything, so they got held out. So, yeah, like I was saying, back to what I was saying, the lawsuit about the colors and the shield. I just don't understand I understand the hurt, but I don't understand the logic of the lawsuit. And I'm finding a hard time grasping it, I guess. I don't like the idea of seeing the rift in the Raider Nation that it would cause. It would cause basically, say you won the lawsuit, it would cause the Raiders to go into basically hibernation for seasons, possibly. Because the team that is the Raiders, the Khalil Mack, led by Derek Carr, with Jared Cook, Amari Cooper, all the players, that team's going to Vegas. And if they lost the lawsuit and they left to go to Vegas without the colors and the shield, and it, for some reason, which I don't think would ever happen in a million years, stays in Oakland. What's up, Kenneth? It stays in Oakland, then another team just doesn't pop up there immediately. It takes years to put that in place. And you don't think they're going to want a new stadium? You think they're going to want to play on dirt? They ain't going to want to play on dirt either. They're going to want a new stadium, whoever that new ownership that comes in there is. You're not going to hand them over a dirt field, and they're going to want to rock it, just like the Raiders didn't want to rock it. So, and then you're going to end up with this new hybrid, rebirthed, scab version of the Raiders with a divided fan Raider Nation, because we've got a great team now. You don't think a large percentage of Raider Nation is going to follow the team that goes to Vegas, the team that they love with the players that they love? There's a large section that's following them. There's going to be a section that stays back and follows waits for the Shield to be resurrected too, I guess. But it's the divide and the... man, it hurts me to even think about the fact that we could go down that road and see that kind of division in the Raider Nation. The Cleveland lawsuit was a little different. It was a little different. There was a lawsuit. Yes, they did, the season ticket owners and what have you did sue. But it was a compromise. They just didn't want to deal with it. They would have won, but they didn't care. The difference was the team leaving Cleveland, they didn't want to be the freaking Browns. So they didn't care. They were leaving for a new start. That's the difference. That is the difference. The team that left Cleveland, when they got sued for leaving, they were like, you want the Browns? Psst, have it. We don't want your freaking logo. We don't want your colors. You suck. Here. We want a new start. We'll go be the Ravens. Caca. And away they go. But we're a different story. We're not leaving because we're trying to drop our history and want a fresh start. We're leaving because we want a palace to play in like we deserve. That's why we're leaving. So, I'm sorry. I think the lawsuit is, I understand the hurt, but I don't think it's going to solve the pain. So, thank you, Rip. Do I still follow? I tell you what, Jimbo. That would be a crossroads where I would have to stand and look at that fork in the road for a minute. Because you can relocate my Raiders, but that's almost like a civil war. And it'd take me a minute to decide which side to choose. Because, I mean, I root on every player that's on that field. And those players didn't change. Those players just got asked to go play in a nice stadium. That's it. By their boss. Why wouldn't I root on those same players? I don't know. I don't know. That'd be a tough one. That's a very tough question. That's a very tough question, man. I'm not going to lie. That's a tough question. So, I thought we'd do that, and I thought we'd have a little fun tonight with, so, anybody have any questions for Craven? If you got any questions for Craven? Because we're gonna get the activities that I have planned for the evening started soon. But if you got any questions for the little guy, throw them up here. He knows his Raider stuff, so throw them up there if you got any. But so, like I said, it's been a long week. We had some Raiders action. We're going into Father's Day weekend, and I thought I would end Oh, I agree. I agree, Kenneth. They completely are. How many jerseys do you have? Name them off.
So I have Khalil Mack.
The Mac jersey.
Yeah.
The
Carr.
Armed Forces jersey.
Darren McFadden.
You got Amari Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper. I was trying to remember that. And I did have that small white Jerry Rice one.
Yeah, he had.
And I have a Carson Palmer one.
Yeah, he has a Carson Palmer road jersey. Yeah, Jerry Rice. He had a bunch of. I mean, as they were growing up, they had a bunch. They had a little Charlie Garner when he was growing up.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We still got that one. I don't think you have a Tim Brown. His sister has a Tim Brown, but I don't think you got a Tim Brown, do you?
Remember that small white one that I had?
Did you have a small Tim Brown?
Remember that small white Tim
Yeah, I think he did have a small one that he outgrew. No, but we have all those, so the new little guy's gonna have a whole plethora of silver and black that he gets to grow into. Because this guy's gonna grow out of all those jerseys, and his brother's gonna be like, "Score! Look at all these sweet throwbacks I got." You know, he's gonna have a whole wardrobe of them if you let him have them. I don't know.
I might just keep them.
You might just keep them. Oh, we're both probably gonna get beast mode jerseys. I'm wanting a beast mode jersey too for this season. Oh yeah, we're probably both gonna have to get beast mode jerseys. Oh yeah.
I mean, I kind of want a jersey like your Derek Carr one.
Yeah. He wants a split jersey like the one I got, the split black and white. So I might get him a custom split black and white beast mode. So, ooh, what was your favorite play of last season? I bet I know.
Of last season?
Yeah.
Definitely in overtime against the Buccaneers.
I knew it. Show me your hat. See this hat? Okay, this is a cool story. So we're at the Buccaneers game. The Buccaneers game last season. We have 8th row seats. Of course, the kid can slide down and stand right at the end of the aisles because nobody's going to say anything to him. So he's sliding down and he's basically got front row seats half the game because he's sliding down there. And then we got tickets right in the end zone where the Raiders warm up. So, I mean, it was a great game. And y'all seen the game. The game was phenomenal. Went to overtime, back and forth, back and forth. Well, Seth Roberts catches that touchdown and breaks the tackle with the 2 guys and sprints into the end zone. That's the end zone that we're sitting in, and we're right center of the end zone. The one aisle right off to the center of the end zone that he runs straight forward. And right where he throws the ball into the backdrop, that's right where we're sitting. So as pandemonium breaks out right in front of us, Johnny Holton jumps into the crowd. And we're right there. In the picture that they got from the field, you can see my son holding his hand up behind Johnny Holton with this wristband on. With this wristband, you can see it held up behind Johnny Holton. The wristband they gave him at the Jacksonville game. And Johnny Holton grabs his hat and signs it for him. Now how freaking cool is that? An overtime win. And Johnny Holton jumps up in the crowd. He's sitting there, and he grabs a marker and he starts signing stuff and he signs up Craven's hat. So, pretty cool moment. And, yeah. So I'm sure that was his favorite moment from last season because that was an awesome moment.
I mean, yeah, what other moment would I have?
Yeah.
I never got anything signed by a Raiders player before.
No, not at the game. No. That was pretty cool.
I haven't gotten anything signed by a Raiders player except for this hat.
Yeah, not in person. We've got a bunch. We got a ton of he's got a ton of autograph stuff, but not in person, which you're going to get to see. So, like I said, it's been a long week, and you would be surprised because I get messages sent to me. You'd be surprised. I'm on the Oakland Raiders football page. And, I have a large personal friends on Facebook of Raider Nation. And then as well as that, I've almost got 1,200 on my Raider Reaction. I'm on the Oakland Raiders football page. And I get messages. Because at the beginning of my show, I throw it out there that I'm coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy lines. Which is where Raider Reaction takes place. And people ask me, what the heck is Hardcore Challenge Live Studios? What does that mean? Well, the Hardcore Challenge is a intense fantasy football league, highly super competitive fantasy football league that I ran for almost a decade, which is where I got the moniker, the Commish. What's up, Alfonso? And I've had a webcast that I ran 3 nights a week in season for a while in that season, all through last season before that. And I started doing Raider Reaction last season, and then it's got much more this season, and you know, since I'm cooked up with Oakland Raider football, and I'm on some other pages, and you know, blah blah blah. I'm out more than I used to be. It was more in a secret group just for the owners in my league. What's up, Dorothy? So, Hardcore Challenge Live was pretty much the only webcast I had. Then I branched off with Raider Reaction. So I've got more than one webcast that takes place in the studio, and it just became Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And everybody wants to know what it looks like. What's Hardcore Challenge? It's gonna be like Oz. We're gonna let you behind the curtain tonight. So I'm going to thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Kenneth. So we are going to go off chord. And see, because Hardcore Challenge Live Studios is actually decked out pretty cool. Yeah. There's a lot of cool swag in here. Now, I have a Raider room in the house as well. It's my private Raider room, which I've been working on for a while. We've got a little more of it done, so we're going to share some of that with you too. And hold on, Brian. I will just a second. And so we're going to take you and we'll show you that too. I'm going to show you my private Raiders collection. I hope you enjoy it. Let's have a little fun on a Black Friday. Let's just sit back. I'm going to try to give you a little entertainment. You cannot see my baby live, Chris, because he is sleeping. I'm on the East Coast, brother man, so it's 10:23. Sleeping baby is a happy baby, and we don't bother the sleeping baby. Because sleeping baby is next to sleeping mama, and we don't bother either one of those, do we, bud? Oh, no, no. We don't bother sleeping baby or sleeping mama.
How come you're drinking my water?
Oh, why am I drinking your water?
Jeez.
So I need a drink of something. I forgot that was over there. Alrighty. Oh, I am in the Sunshine State, my brother. I am in the Sunshine State. Because if you didn't know, then you better ask somebody, and I'm about to tell you. Because how do we do it every single night on Oakland Raiders football? For those of you that are just joining me, how do we do it every night? Every single weeknight? We go coast to coast, right? We start right here on the East Coast with an hour with the Commish. Then I throw it deep to the West Coast for an hour with the infamous Raider Bear. 2 on Fridays. Because he brings the Black Friday special, 2. So, that's how we do it. So we start right here on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast of Florida. Gulf Coast, the best coast. White sandy beaches, close to the #1 beach in the world. Or, not in the world, but in the United States. That includes Hawaii. Ranked #1. We're about like 45 minutes away. I think like 3 of the top 5 from within an hour of. So, white sandy beaches. I think we might go to one on Father's Day too. Might hit a disc golf course with a white sandy beach. That's what I'm talking about. Picnic Island. Oh yeah. Yes, I did. I did know that. Yes, I did. Because I work with a lot of crazy, unbelievable, diehard Gator fans. Oh my God. Because I'm not from here. I just moved here like 8-9 years ago. And, yeah. Alrighty. So are you ready? Are you ready? We're about to give you an in-depth, behind the scenes. We're going to take you behind the curtain. I don't let anybody behind the curtain usually. But I'm surprised how many messages I got. People wanting to know, what's it look like back there? I'm intrigued. So we're going to me and Craven are going to take you behind the curtain of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios and a personal tour of our Raider collection. Which, he'll get a third of someday when I'm gone. So, all right. Are you ready? All right, well, here's what I'm looking at every time I'm sitting here talking to you guys. This is Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. It is a mass of sports memorabilia. This is, I don't know if you guys know the Tap Out guys. I've trained MMA, had a few MMA fights, competed in jiu-jitsu. These are the Tap Out guys. Here's some swag from when the Rowdies won the North American Soccer League Championship. Some other autographed from Scrape and Punk Ass from Tap Out. Oh, check this out. 1986 All-Star Team autographed baseball. And check this out, Raider Nation. You see that autograph right there? That's the 1987 Kansas City Royals autographed baseball. You see them? That's Bo Jackson and George Brett's autographs right there. Dan Quisenberry, that's the whole team autographed baseball. So what's up with that? Barry Bonds. And check this out. Jackson 5 can from World Tour 1984. What's up with that? There's some stuff for you. The head of Kazmaier. Oh, we got a Wheatie box back there. We got Chris Archer pumping the fist. So, just a lot of swag. I got Cole Miller, it's a UFC fighter, autograph. Some autographs from a band called the Paper Tongues. Brian Boyle's autograph. Oh, here's when I met Rampage Jackson. Some Rampage Jackson autographs when he was the UFC champion of the at the time. Bonds, I'm a big Barry Bonds fan, man. Barry Bonds, greatest hitter of all time. Come on, the GOAT. He didn't even need the juice, man. Just some tickets of stuff I've been to, Rays games, Globetrotters. Just, like I said, just a bunch of stuff. This is the UFC poster that actually hung at this fight. This was at the casino in Vegas. Had a friend of mine who was out there and took it down off the wall as the people were trying to gather him up. Oh, there is a couple Furbies. These Furbies are looking at me every show. Nice, good eye, Dorothy, good eye. Of course, you got that here. My wife hung this out here for me. Because I'm insane. Hey, we gotta because you gotta have an old 2013 schedule magnet, you know, because you gotta remember the suck, man. You gotta remember the suck. Gotta remember the suck. And every studio needs a gigantic framed Scarface poster, you know, telling you what's up, man. What's up? That's what you're greeted in when you walk into Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. You got Scarface up in there. Now, we've been going through, Craven and I have been sorting through my football cards. And we've still got boxes we got to go through, but we've been starting.
Are you kidding me? We still have more boxes?
Oh, we got tons of boxes. Look at all. Oh, man. Oh, he's got to help me. I'm going to wear his fingers out. But we've got them all sorted out by teams. But look at this mother load here, Raider Nation. These are all Raiders cards. Probably at least a 1,500 to 2,000. And just look at these jewels in here, man. Jim Otto. Art Shell. Harvey Williams. Napoleon Kaufman. Jeff Jager. Look at that one. Punting leaders, Ray Guy. Freddie B. Blitnikoff. Charles Woodson. Greg Bell. Here's a Gannon with a little football card. Just a ton of cool stuff. And here's just some other random, here's I mean, he's not a Raider, but here's an Aaron Rodgers rookie card. Some other cards I found. Oh, check this one out. Here's a sweet card I'd found the other day. 50-point Club Jordan. Old school Jordan. There's some other game-worn cards, stuff. But, yeah, I mean, look at these stacks of Raiders cards. They're all, we've got them all top-loaded, ready to go. Just, there's some T-Mac, an old Jerry Rice, Charles Woodson. There's a Woodson. There's another Woodson. another Woodson, Don Mosbar, Howie Long, Willie Galt. Who's this? Oh, a Justin Fargas rookie card. Where's my Tupac stuff, Matt V? I'm old school, brother. I grew up in the 90s. I grew up on 90s rap, man. I got every Tupac CD there is, my brother. Every single one. Every single one. Check that out. Jim Plunkett, Super Bowl Heroes card. All right, so let me take you through the rest of... this is the green room here of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. It's still in the works. I still got a little bit of work to do on it. I've got some more pictures and stuff to put up in here, but this is the basic green room, so... All right. I hope thus far you've enjoyed your little tour. Now, I'm going to show you my private Raider collection in my Raider room. Now, it's still a work in progress. I'm not 100% done, so don't judge. But I think you'll enjoy what we have thus far. So, of course I'm going to go see that. Okay, we're going to start here. Got some of these pictures up of, I put these scrapbooks together of games that I've seen. It's me and my lovely wife. This was a game in Minnesota that I'd seen. When was this? 2007.
Oh yeah, that was the 2007.
This was a 2007 game. It's a game we've seen in 2007. Here's a Colts game.
In 2004.
This is a 2004 game. This was Craven. This was the game we were talking about earlier. This was Craven's first. Ooh, actually, here's the Cordarrelle Patterson that Fox NFL caught us on. Us reading him the riot act after he got that touchdown. But this is Craven's. This was his first game ever. Front row in the end zone. This was last season, actually.
Yeah,
Jacksonville last season. Here's my daughter when she was 1 year old. Isn't she adorable? My little Raiders cheerleader. Of course, she's 13 now. She don't look like that anymore. Got the dual Raiders hammers going on. This was Craven. Craven when he was 1. Oh, geez, he says. I just put him on blast to the world. He's loving it. But look at that picture, man. Come on, is that not epic? And here's the two of them, rocking out. It's always been silver and black up in here. Here's some other game pictures. This was last season too.
The Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers. Here's me and Buck Nasty.
That had to honestly be my favorite.
But here's that picture I was talking about right here, guys. When Johnny Holton jumps in the end zone and signs Craven's hat. I don't know if you can see, but see this hand right here? That little arm right there? See the wristband? That's Craven's hand. I'm holding him up right there in that crowd, and that's where he jumps over and autographs his hat. Here's a game. Oh man, when was this? This was
2005.
2005. This was a game. We cleared that entire section, man. This was a great game. Raiders gobble up Pac-Man. This was a great game. No. Here's a game in Oakland. This was a great one, man. We only had 95 yards of total offense that game. Chris Card returned an interception for a touchdown. Non-Biasamwad returned one for a touchdown. That was a great game.
2006.
Yeah, 2006. That was. Here's game we went to in Brown Stadium. Actually, my wife was like 8 months pregnant then with our daughter. We hadn't even have any kids then. That was an old one too. So we're starting to get some pictures up. Here's one from when we were at the Vikings game. We got caught from an on the field shot. We're in the background, so that was a cool little moment. It's a cool little moment. All right. Now I'm gonna show you some of my collectibles. This is a table I built. This is a custom table I built for to house some of my Raiders stuff. Let's check this out. It's all it's Raiders cards and memorabilia all underneath the glass. Got a Tim Brown game-worn jersey card. Old Gene Upshaw. Old Rod Woodson article. Here's a card that's got a piece of face mask from Robert Gallery. Autographed Teo Johnson rookie card. Autographed Michael Bush rookie card. Happy birthday to my favorite Raiders fan. Here's another picture of Craven when he was 1.
Dad, are you serious?
Here's a old Kenny Stabler. Marcus Allen. Rookie life. Philip Buchanan. Remember that guy? He didn't turn out to be much. Here's a Warren Sapp rookie card. Check this card out, guys. Todd Christensen, Jerry Rice, 1986 NFL receiving leaders. That card's worth a little coin right there. That's why it's under here. There's some of these that are worth a little coin. I've got a nice one. Where's he at? Oh, here's a Tim Brown with a piece of game-used football in it. That's a nice card too. Here's a Jim Plunkett with a game-worn jersey. Marcus Allen. Lester. Jerry Rice. All right. Are you ready? Now I'm about to show you the goodies. I'll save the best for last. We'll start with the little cases. Got all the Super Bowl pins back there. Bo Jackson pins. There's some really nice cards back here. I got a lot of the real nicer cards in here. Moving up a little. This was my high school graduation ring. I didn't want a high school graduation ring. I wanted a freaking Los Angeles Raiders ring. So that's what I got for when I graduated high school. Got a Bo Jackson rookie back there. Jerry Porter rookie. Derek Gibson rookie. Got some stickers there. Bunch of little football guys. Moving up. Got a die-cast plane there. Starting lineup, Marcus Allen. George Blanda cards back there. George Atkinson. Game-worn jersey, Darren McFadden. Old George Blanda cards. Here's a starting lineup. Goes to the post with Kenny Stabler and Dave Casper. Gotta have a foam finger. Come on, man. Gotta have a foam finger. Here's my die-cast collection. Some of them. The ATV and the Hummer. Got the 03 NASCAR. Got the Jerry Rice semi. Got the team bus. 99 Raiders coupe. What's that? 2002 Oakland Raiders semi. Check out the chopper. Gotta love the chopper, huh? This is a Danbury Mint fan. It's got a bunch of accessories in the other cabinet I'll show you that go with it. Here's 3 different little monster trucks. Here's another NASCAR. Another semi. Here's some Hummers. Of course it's football 24/7. That's how the Commish does it. And I got the wall above it. It's just still a work in progress too. Here's a cool picture. We got caught in the picture of when Nnamdi was returning the interception for the touchdown. NFL.com. So that was a cool picture. Front row. Here's a cool big Robert Gallery paper plate signature because some friend of ours caught him in Costco. He signed a paper plate for us. That was cool. Some other random stuff up there. 2002 Rich Gannon MVP pennant. Alright, here's one of the other cases. Tim Brown rookie cards back there, Charlie Garner rookie cards, Zach Crockett rookie cards, old school Bolitnikoff. Raiders dog tags. Here's another die-cast plane. Helicopter, old school cell phone, autograph Robert Gallery rookie card, little pewter train set. He's Craven when he was a baby. His first day, of course he was wrapped in silver and black. And then here's our newest little guy, Killian. Of course his first day he was in silver and black too. Of course. 2001 FC West champs. Alright, now here's my big cabinet. We're going to start at the bottom, work our way to the top. So, the bottom's just basically full of silver and black, as you can see. It's just crammed in there. Got all kinds of footballs, stuffed animals, Raiders, Raiders teddy bear, Raiders snowman, Raiders remote control truck. Got a Kerry Collins headliner back there. Got a bobblehead Jerry Rice down in there. So that's the first row. Moving up to the second row, we've got all kinds of goodies. We got some Bo Jackson starting lineup hiding back there. Warren Sapp rookie cards, some others. There's several Bo Jackson starting lineups hanging back there. Art Shell, Gene Upshaw. There's a Howie Long, Danbury Met, Jerry Porter, Warren Sapp. It's a Darren McFadden robot back there, Probot. Got the zombie. Wheatley and Tim Brown. Moving on up a shelf. Got Jerry Rice. Another one of the Jerry. I have a same card I showed you earlier, Jerry Rice and Todd Christensen. Got the Heisman starting lineup, Marcus Allen back there. Super Bowl book. Got the Heisman, Jim Plunkett. Here's just a little splattering of some of the Blanda cards I got. This one's cool because it's got a piece of Three Rivers Stadium in it from a game that Blanda had played. Here's Randy Moss with a Randy Moss rookie card. Here's some pro stamps. It's got Jeff George and Tim Brown on them. Charles Woodson, Heisman starting lineup in his Michigan jersey. All right, next row. Randy Moss. Got the 2002 AFC Championship plate. The whole little set like that, even with the tiny little cup. Some Amari Cooper rookie cards. Got a little Plymouth Prowler back there, Tim Brown. Check out that old LaMonica card back there. Here's a Danbury Mint replica of the Coliseum. It's a splattering of some of the Derek Carr cards I have. That one's a cool one because it's a rookie game-worn jersey autograph card. That's a nice card right there. And a couple other rookie cards too. Here's a Gannon McFarland figure with got a rookie card or a game-worn jersey card with it. Here's a Tim Brown McFarland figure. Here's a Tim Brown plate back there. Tim Brown's my favorite player. You all know what's up. That's why I'm the Commish 81. Love me some Timmy. Here's a gallery jersey. Remember when they was giving those away at Burger King? I had like 4 or 5 of those, man. I kept going back to Burger King when it was Raider week. Because I'm sick like that. Check this one out. Little Danbury Mint porcelain doll, Molly the cheerleader back there. But of course you got the Tim Brown. Tim Brown, Tim Brown, Tim Brown. You got the Raiders plate showing all the jerseys. Got this beer, won this at a Florida Raider Nation raffle last season. Was thank you, Florida Raider Nation. So they don't sell those out here on the East Coast. We got nasty Bucks and Jaguars. Make you want to gag on your beer you drink out of that. Check these out, guys. These are the nesting doll set, custom nesting doll set from Germany. That ain't something everybody's got in their collection. 2002 Raiders team nesting doll set. Look at that. You got Woodson, Rice, Garner, Harris, Porter, everybody, all the way down to the little Jerry Porter. They all fit inside each other. Cool. Check this out. This is a bad Danbury Mint figure. It's Charles Woodson. C. Wood. So, one more row. I'm sorry, I think I might have run a little bit over. I'm sorry, Bear, if I stepped on you. But I can't see the clock while I'm doing this. There's a cool book back there. They Call Me Assassin, autobiography of Jack Tatum. Oh, no, I haven't yet. Okay. Okay, I guess I had time. All right, I thought I was running long there. We got Rich Gannon, Danbury Mint. Got the little teammates dude back there. Of course, you got the Raiders piggy bank hiding back there. Everybody's got to have a Raiders piggy bank, right? Come on. Custom engraved football, numbered one. It's 2001 edition. There was only 2001 of them made. Now back here, you see these Raider beanie bears back there? Those are Charles Woodson Raider beanie bears from his rookie year. And there's a home and away one. I wonder what those are worth. Those got to be worth some money now. So
They could be worth like at least $100.
there's my big case. That's a lot of shields shoved up in the one case there. And then here's the other ones that so you just kind of see them all as a whole. So that's just one wall. We're still digging other stuff out, but I just, you know, this is what we got done so far. And that's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff crammed in there. Sure, I could spread it out and I could probably fill this whole room. But you know what? I like looking at it, just seeing it absolutely jammed full of, man, there's just so many shields in there. I just have to stand here and stare at it. That's what I like about it. That's what I like about it, man. And that's one of my favorite ones right there. The detail and stuff that they got in the Charles Woodson one, I think is just awesome. And the Tim Brown one as well, because it's got the taped fingers. And, you know, I think these Danbury Mint figures are sweet. Got the Marcus Allen one. You know, it's three of my favorite players right there. Thank you, Rip Raider. Yeah, they are. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed. A little short, didn't quite take up my whole hour tonight. So here, let's stroll back in. So, hope you enjoyed that little tour. Oh, hold on. There was a couple of things that I forgot to show you in here. I have some more starting lineups in here, back in the studio, that I forgot to show you. These are just random ones. There's an old Bo Jackson. There's a Tyrone Wheatley. Check this one out. That's a cool one. So Joe Louis, Timeless Legends. There's a Randy Moss starting lineup in his college uniform. There's another Bo Jackson, another Randy Moss. There's a Paul Pierce. Here's Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonds, father-son set. Here's Barry Bonds, another Bo Jackson, AI, Allen Iverson, and some garbage Jameis Winston one that they were giving out at the Raiders game last season. And then, of course, when you enter Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, you better know, danger ahead, man. Regardless of what you see around you in the studio, danger ahead. It's Raiders country. When you're entering Raider Reaction. Alright. So, for those of you that stuck around through that whole tour, I hope that wasn't too boring. I hope I wasn't like one of them boring old museum guys taking you through the show. The dinosaurs died 15 million years ago. They had 200 bones in their feet. You know, I hope I wasn't like that guy. I hope it was a little more interesting. But, you know, I always like seeing in the groups when I see other people's Raiders collections. You know, I have no jealousy. I appreciate it. I appreciate anybody that has the love for the silver and black like I do, and you know, strive to. I mean, it's one. I get a lot of joy when we go to the flea markets, and I'll find I may only spend $5, but I'll find the stupidest little trinkets. Like I went there.
Anything you see Raiders, you'll want to buy.
Yeah, I went there a while back, and I found this tiny little Big Heads figure of Hostetler, and just a couple of the stupid little trinkets, and I'm like, those are just awesome. They're just. It's a great addition to the collection.
You wanted to buy them, but Mom won't let you.
Yeah. Well, I can't buy everything I see. You know, that's why we got wives. Put the brakes on us. So, I hope you enjoyed me and Craven's little tour of the inside of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios and my personal Raiders collection in my Raiders room. Like I said, we're still digging through football cards, and we're still digging through Raiders collectibles.
With the rest of us.
With Raiders collectibles.
I'm not helping with the rest.
Yeah, so he's sick of digging through football cards. We got boxes to get.
My fingers too much.
I know it's a tedious task. So, but like we do it on every single weeknight on Oakland Raiders football, we go coast to coast. We start right here with an hour with the Commish and Raider reaction here on the East Coast. Then I throw it deep to the infamous Raider Bear for another solid hour and 2 every Friday as we finish it out on the West Coast. So, what do we got? I'm going to step out of here a couple minutes early. It's a Friday night. I appreciate you guys kicking it with me. What's up, Lupe? And stopping in. It's been a long week. I'm going to enjoy my Father's Day weekend, and I hope the rest of you do as well. All you fathers out there, happy Father's Day weekend. If I don't see you before or hear from you till then, happy Father's Day weekend to all the fathers out there in Raider Nation, all the fathers out there, period. If you're a real father, you should be acknowledged. It's one of it's basically the most important job you'll ever do in your life. It's be a father. So, if you're going to be one. So, appreciate you joining me. It's time now. You throw it deep. Throw it deep to the Raider Bear.
How about you?
How about me? You're not going to throw it deep?
No.
All right.
I'm fine.
Hand me the ball. All right, I'll throw it deep. To the Raider Bear for 6. Take it to the house, Bear. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.